Hello my dear friends, I am Deepak Mundapure and welcome back to Kotlin Programming Learning channel. So as we seen in our last video session, we have covered how to write Kotlin programs, how to compile and execute that programs, and how to get an output from that program. Now in today's session, what we are going to learn? So in today's session, we are basically going to cover some basics of Kotlin. Here I have given some key points like defining local variables in Kotlin, how to declare a variable in Kotlin, what is val and var, difference between val and var, types of variables. After that we can see a program. Now coming to the first point, defining local variable in Kotlin. As we all know, what is variable? Variable is nothing but a memory location where memory can hold some data. And for identifying that memory location, we have to give some specific name to that location. And that location name must have a unique name. Okay. So based on that unique name, we can identify that memory location. So this is nothing but a variable. Now defining variable in Kotlin, it is similar like Java. In Java we can assign a value to variable, we can modify that variable, even we can reuse that variable anywhere in a program. So same thing we can able to do in Kotlin as well. Now coming to the example of variable. As I given an example, like cups is an example, coffee cups, tea cups, water cups. These are the variables. And as per the definition of variable, variable can hold some data. So in real life, this cup, coffee cups, tea cups, water cups hold something in that, right? So same thing in programming also, variable holds some data in that. Like coffee cups holds coffee, tea cups holds tea, and water cups holds water. Okay. So what we seen here, what is variable and the example of that variable. Now coming to the next point, what we are going to see here, how to declare variables in Kotlin. So for declaring variables in Kotlin, either we have to use val or var keyword. As per the example, val name is equal to Kotlin. This is an example of val. Var version is equal to 9. It's an example of var. Now, what is the difference between val and var? We will see in our incoming. Now, just focus on variable declaration. Here, if we see, name is a variable of type string and version is a variable of type int. In Kotlin, you don't have to specify the type of variables because Kotlin implicitly does that for you. Because the compiler knows this by initializer expression. So if we are giving any value in a double quote, then compiler knows this is a string. And if any variable contains an numeric value, then compiler knows this is an integer value. So in programming language, this is called type inference. Now what we see in here, how to declare variables in Kotlin. So coming to the next point, what we are going to see, the difference between val and var. The definition of val, it says, a val is an immutable reference and the variable declared using val keyword cannot be changed once the value is assigned. It is similar to final variable in Java. And coming to the definition of var, var is an mutable reference and the variable declared using var keyword can be changed later in program. It corresponds to a regular Java variable. Now we can see by example how val and var get different. As per the example given here, where language is equal to Java, and again we tried language is equal to Kotlin. So as per the where definition, here initially variable language holds value as a Java, and on second line it reassigned by Kotlin. Since the variable is declared using where keyword, we can able to reassign a value to the existing variable itself. Now coming to the val example. So val language is equal to Java, and at the second line we are trying to reassign the value to that language variable, but compiler gives an error because here initially variable language holds value as a Java, and on second line tried to reassign by Kotlin, but it shows an error. Why? Since the variable is declared using val keyword, so you cannot reassign that variable again to another some value. It is similar in Java as a final. If we declare any variable final in Java, we cannot modify or we cannot reassign anything to that variable. Same thing in Kotlin as well. Once we use val keyword to any variable, then we cannot reassign any value to that variable. But if we want to reassign some value to that variable, then we have to use var keyword with that variable. So what we seen here, the difference between val and var. In short, var is an mutable reference and val is an immutable reference. Okay. So coming to the next point, in Kotlin, if we see, there are some basic types of variables because Kotlin, it is statically typed programming language like Java. That is means the type of variable is known during the compile time. Okay. So the built-in types in Kotlin can be categorized in following ways like number, char sequence, boolean and array. In number, which type of variable it comes, like byte, short, int, long, float and double. In char itself, it's a char variable. In char sequence, it is a string type. Boolean, it's a value like true or false. And related to array, we can see in our collection session, so that where we can see all the collection things like array, array list, those in depth. So what we seen here, Kotlin basic types like number, char sequence, boolean and arrays. These all we can see practically how to get used like number, byte, short, int, long, float and double, how to use char, how to use char sequence and boolean. These all we can see in our practical session. So in today's thing, what are the things we covered? Coming to the first again, these all things we covered. Defining local variables in Kotlin, how to declare a variables in Kotlin, what is val and var, difference between val and var, types of variables. Okay. So I hope you all enjoyed the video, and then please don't forget to like this video, and if you have not subscribed this channel, then please do subscribe as by clicking the red subscribe button below. Then you will get upcoming videos updates as well. So for the now, I will see you all in the next session for the variable practically program. So for as of now, thank you, bye bye, and thank you for watching this video again.